What up, guys? Boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, September 18th, 2018, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Amazon's The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel led the field of winners at the 70th Annual Primetime Emmy Honors handed out at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles on Monday. Maisel claimed 5 wins, including for comedy series, 2 for showrunner Amy Sherman Palladino in the writing and directing categories, and honors for Rachel Brosnahan in the lead actress category, and Alex Burstyn in the Best Supporting Actress category. Meanwhile, FX's The Assassination of Gianni Versace, an American Crime Story, claimed 3 honors for Best Limited Series, as well as lead actor Darren Criss, and directing in the limited series for Ryan Murphy. HBO's Game of Thrones took home 2 wins for Best Drama Series and for Peter Dinklage in the Supporting Actor category. HBO's Barry claimed wins in the lead actor category for Bill Hader and in the supporting actor category for Henry Winkler for the comedy. Netflix's Godless and The Crown and FX's The Americans also claimed 2 honors. NBC's Saturday Night Live took home the Variety Sketch Series honors, while HBO's Last Week Tonight nabbed the Variety Talk Series win. RuPaul's Drag Race won for Best Reality Competition. For lead actress in a drama series went to Claire Foy for The Crown. Lead actor in a drama series went to Matthew Rhys for The American. For directing a drama series went to Stephen Daldry for The Crown. Writing for Best Drama Series went to Joe Weisberg and Joe Fields with The Americans. Thandie Newton won Best Supporting Actress in a Drama Series for Westworld, while Peter Dinklage won Best Supporting Actor in a Drama Series for Game of Thrones. Directing for a variety series went to Glenn Weiss for the Oscars. Outstanding writing for a variety special went to John Mulaney, Gorgeous Kid Gorgeous at Radio City. Lead actress in a limited series or movie went to Regina King for 7 Seconds. Directing for a limited series, movie, or dramatic special went to Ryan Murphy for The Assassination of Gianni Versace. And Darren Criss won for lead actor in a limited series of movie for The Assassination of Gianni Versace. For writing for a limited series, movie, or drama went to William Bridges and Charlie Brooker for USS Callister. Jeff Daniels won for Best Supporting Actor in a limited series or movie for Godless, while Merritt Wever won for Best Supporting Actress in a limited series or movie for Godless. Bill Hader won lead actor in a comedy series for Barry, while Rachel Brosnahan won lead actress in a comedy series for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Amy Sherman Palladino won for Best Directing for a comedy series for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and she also won for Best Writing for a comedy series for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Alex Bernstein won for Best Supporting Actress in a comedy series for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Henry Winkler won for Best Supporting Actor in a comedy series for Barry. The hosts of the 70th Emmy Awards, Michael Che and Colin Jost, tackled diversity, Me Too, Netflix, and Roseanne in their opening monologue. The show opened with the musical number kicked off by Che and Jost's SNL cast members Kenan Thompson and Kate McKinnon, who remarked at the diverse pool of nominees at this year's Academies. Thompson said, "This year's Emmy Awards has the most diverse group of nominees in Emmy history. Yes, indeedy, one step closer to a Black Sheldon. I'm going to go ahead and say it. We solved it." The pair then began to sing "We Solved It" as they were joined by Kristen Bell and Titus Burgess, who sang about how the Me Too movement has been solved, and then by Ricky Martin, John Legend, RuPaul, and a group they called the One of Each Dancers. Andy Samberg then descended onto the stage on a crescent moon prop and asked if he can join the song as a straight white man. McKinnon replied, "You can't be part of this." Che and Jost then took the stage, where they acknowledged television has always had a diversity problem, knowing ER never featured any Filipino nurses. Che says, have you been to a hospital? Che went on to joke about an all-white reboot of FX's Atlanta Tile 15 minutes outside of Atlanta, about white women who called the police on the cast of the show. They also addressed the Me Too movement, as Che remarked they were here to honor the many, many people in Hollywood who haven't been caught yet, while Jost noted the crowd would be allowed to drink alcohol in their seats at this year's Awards. Jost sarcastically remarked that the ability to, quote, lose their inhibitions at a work function was exactly what Hollywood actors need. He also touched on the influx of sexual assault accusations in Hollywood, while noting Netflix shows were nominated for the most awards. Jost says, if you're a network executive, that's probably the scariest thing you could possibly hear, except that Ronan Farrow is on the line. The host then discussed shows that have been saved from cancellation, including Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Last Man Standing, before taking aim at Roseanne. Chase says Roseanne was canceled by herself, but picked up by white nationalists. Then they marveled at Laurie Metcalf for being nominated for appearance on the show after the controversy. Tiffany Haddish wore a rainbow Prabal Kurong dress to the Emmys in honor of her father. The Girls Trip star told her stylist she wanted to wear something to represent her father's country, but still have an American feel to it. She explained backstage at the Emmys, something still stylish and fashionable, but still pays homage to my heritage. So this is the same colors as the Eritrean flag, and my father is from Eritrea. The dress she wore for the 90th annual Academy Awards also paid homage to her father, who passed away in 2017. Glenn Weiss won an Emmy for producing this year's Oscars telecast, then proposed to his girlfriend, Jan Sevenstein, during his acceptance speech. Taking the stage, Weiss explained that his mother had died 2 weeks earlier, but she had always loved Sevenstein, and that was one of the reasons he wanted to marry her. The audience cheered and urged Sevenstein to go on stage, where Weiss presented her with the engagement ring his late mom had worn for more 6 decades. He said, Jan, I want to put this ring that my mom wore on her finger in front of all these people and in front of my mom and your parents watching from above. Will you marry me? Clearly moved by the romantic gesture, Sevenstein said yes. Actors Tom Arnold and Roma Downey tweeted dueling accounts of a physical altercation involving Arnold and Downey's husband, Mark Burnett, at a pre-Emmys party. Arnold, whose Viceland series, The Hunt for the Trump Tapes, is set to premiere Tuesday, tweeted Sunday night that Mark Burnett choked him at the evening before the Emmys event and ran away with his torn pink shirt and missing gold chain. Arnold said he contacted the Los Angeles Police Department about the incident. Downey offered a different account, tweeting a photo of what appeared to be a bruise on her hand. Downey says, got this bruise tonight when Tom Arnold tried to ambush my husband Mark and me at a charity event. Is your TV show worth it, Tom? Arnold's series deals with the comedian's quest to obtain alleged recordings of President Donald Trump making racist and undisparaging remarks on the set of The Apprentice, which was produced by Burnett. Arnold, a former friend of Trump's, appeared on The Celebrity Apprentice. Arnold replied to Downey's tweet, calling her account of the incident false. Arnold wrote, you lie, your crazy husband attacked me, you psycho, I'm filing police reports and suing you for defamation. Arnold later tweeted that documentary filmmaker Brian Fogel witnessed the attack and has tape. The Los Angeles Police Department confirmed it was aware of an incident involving Arnold and Burnett, but no report has been filed. Marty Singer, Arnold's lawyer, told the Hollywood Reporter that Burnett attacked Arnold. Black Klansman and Star Wars The Last Jedi actor Adam Driver is to host the 44th season premiere of Saturday Night Live, NBC announced Monday. The musical guest for the September 29th edition of the sketch comedy show will be Kanye West, the rapper whose latest album, Ye, was number 1 on the Billboard 200s in June. This is Driver's second time hosting SNL and was his 7th appearance on the series. Emily Blunt stars as the magical nanny Mary Poppins in the new trailer for Disney's upcoming sequel, Mary Poppins Returns. The clip released Monday features Blunt arriving from the skies by umbrella in order to look over Michael and Jan Banks, once again, who are now grown and have children of their own. Poppins, Michael, played by Ben Winshaw, says as he greets Poppins alongside Jane, played by Emily Mortimer, you seem hardly to have aged at all. Poppins replies, one never discusses a woman's age, Michael. The trailer also features Lin-Manuel Miranda as London Street lamplighter Jack and looks at the animated musical numbers that will be featured in the film. Mary Poppins Returns, directed by Rob Marshall, is set to arrive in theaters on December 19th. Julie Waters, Colin Firth, Meryl Streep, Angela Lansbury, and Dick Van Dyke Jack also star. The synopsis reads, Mary Poppins is back to help the next generation of the Banks family find the joy and wonder missing in their lives following a personal loss. Emily Blunt stars as the practically perfect nanny with unique magical skills who can turn any ordinary task into an unforgettable, fantastic adventure. And Lin-Manuel Miranda plays her friend Jack, an optimistic street lamplighter who helps bring light and life to the streets of London. Marvel Comics announced Killmonger, the perennial foe of superhero Black Panther, will star in his own miniseries from Brian Edward Hill and Juan Ferreira. The 5-part series, set for release December 5th, will be scripted by Hill with art from Ferreira. Hill said the series will explore the origins of Eric Killmonger, who was portrayed in the 2017 film version of Black Panther by Michael B. Jordan. Hill told Vulture, I want to explore the choices and the failures that led a person to dedicate their life to revenge and how that happens. Because with Eric, I feel like it's really a tragedy. Hill says that the series will begin with the future villain graduation from MIT and will follow the events that led to his confrontation with T'Challa, the Black Panther, and the king of the secretive African nation of Wakanda. He says, because to me the iconic fight between Eric Killmonger and T'Challa is tragic. It's something that shouldn't happen. It's a conflict that was born from a tragic misunderstanding and a young man who was violently taken from his home. A sequel to the film Black Panther 2 is in the works, but a date has not been announced. Marvel Studio President Kevin Feige said earlier this year that the timing of the sequel hinges on the availability of director Ryan Coogler, who helmed the hero's first outing. Meghan Markle has thrown her support behind a charity cookbook that will help benefit the Hub Community Kitchen in West London. The book titled Together, Our Community Cookbook, will feature 50 recipes for women whose community was affected by the Grenfell Tower fire. The women had gathered last summer at the Hub Community Kitchen so they could prepare home-cooked meals for their families, friends, and neighbors who were displaced by the fire. Markle visited the kitchen in January and noted how it had brought the community together. Markle says in the video posted by Kensington Palace on Twitter Monday, I immediately felt connected to these community kitchens. Like these women, I am passionate about food and cooking as a way of strengthening communities. Profits from Together will help support the Hub Community Kitchen and allow it to stay open 7 days a week. The Grenfell Tower fire took place in June 2017, killing 72 people. Victims were honored this year by lighting the 24-story tower and other buildings in London green, a color chosen by survivors. Asia Argento says on Twitter that she will take legal action against Rose McGowan over a statement the actress previously released about Argento's sexual assault allegations. Argento said on Monday, Dear Rose McGowan, it is with genuine regret that I'm giving you 24 hours to retract and apologize for the horrendous lies made against me in your statement of August 27th. She continued, if you fail to address this libel, I will have no other option other than to take immediate legal action. McGowan in August released a statement detailing how her partner, Rain Dove, handed over text messages to police between Argento and Dove, in which Argento admits to having sex with actor Jimmy Bennett. Argento was accused of sexual assault by Bennett, who said in documents obtained by the New York Times that Argento assaulted him when he was 17. The documents also show that Argento arranged to pay Bennett, now 22, $380,000. Argento has denied the allegation and said that the payment was the idea of her late boyfriend, Chef Anthony Bourdain, in order to avoid any negative press. McGowan and Argento were leaders of the Me Too movement, with both women accusing Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein of sexual assault. McGowan said in her statement, it's sad to lose a friend connection, but what's even more sad is what happened to Jimmy Bennett. There absolutely should be no leeway or tolerance for sexual assault. Kristen Bell posted on Instagram a reunion she had with her Frozen co-star Idina Menzel. Belle Menzel, who portrayed Anna and Elsa respectively in the hit Disney film, reunited at the National Women's History Museum's Women Making History Awards. Menzel was on hand to introduce Belle. Belle said on Sunday, alongside a selfie of the pair, guess who I found today at the hashtag Women's Making History Awards? Hashtag sisters, hashtag Elsa, hashtag Anna, hashtag I love at Idina Menzel. The pair will be reuniting for Frozen 2, which is set to arrive in theaters on November 27th, 2019. Bell said previously about the sequel, I know the songs, I know the story, It's very good. Bell was being honored at the Women Making History Awards on Saturday for her activism alongside Gabrielle Union, Kathy Bates, and Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrisse Cullors. The event centered around building a women's history museum on or near the National Mall in Washington, D.C. Bell told the Hollywood Reporter at the event about being able to visit a women's history museum as a child. It would have been a game changer. She continued by saying it would have seeped in at an early age as opposed to having forced me to have complex conversations with the women in my life about the lack of representation I was seeing when I was older. Seeing a museum like this, where representation is accurate and more balanced, would have been a game changer. Actress Eliza Dushku says in an Instagram post that she has married real estate CEO Peter Palandjian. The 37-year-old Buffy the Vampire Slayer alum, who announced her engagement on the social media site last year, said Sunday that she and Palandjian, 54, a former pro tennis player, were married on August 18th. The Instagram post includes photos from the ceremony, as well as shots from the Boston Bike Party, which was held one day before the ceremony. Dushku captioned the post only with the date August 18, 2018, and a pair of heart emojis. Palandjian is the CEO of the Intercontinental Real Estate Corporation. Alejandra Silva confirmed she and husband Richard Gere are expecting their first child together by sharing a photo of the couple with the Dalai Lama. Silva, 35, a publicist, posted a photo on Instagram showing she and Gere, 61, receiving a blessing from the Dalai Lama in Rotterdam, Netherlands. The photo shows Gere, a Buddhist, and the Dalai Lama with their hands on Silva's baby bump. Silva wrote, "A very special moment just a few minutes ago, getting blessings from our precious to come. We couldn't announce it before telling HH Dalai Lama." Gere and Silva married in April after 3 years of dating. The actor and ex-wife Carrie Lowell have a son, Homer, 18, while Silva and ex-husband Govind Friedland also have a son, Albert. Chrissy Teigen has posted on Twitter a video of herself explaining how to correctly pronounce her last name as Teigen. The model and lip-sync battle co-host said in the clip released Sunday before receiving confirmation from her mother, "I'm tired of living this lie, it's Teigen." Teigen further detailed the pronunciation mishap on Twitter, admitting to not correcting people when they would pronounce her name wrong. She said in a response to a fan, "Word, gave up a long time ago. Last time, it's Teigen, not Teigen." She continued while responding to another fan, "I don't correct people ever. They can call me Janet, and I won't. Wrong order. I'll eat it. Taxi's going to the wrong airport. I'll change my flight." Teigen also posted on Twitter Sunday a video of her leg, which had been bruised after falling down the stairs. She laments in the video having to attend the Emmys on Monday with the markings on her legs. Jason Mraz released the music video for his latest single, More Than Friends, featuring Meghan Trainor for his album No. The video posted to the Grammy-winning artist's official Twitter page features Mraz and Trainor going meta by shooting a music video within the music video. The song is the latest single from Mraz's album No, which came out August 10th. Mraz said on Twitter that he and Trainor will be appearing on Tuesday on The Ellen Show for a special performance of the song. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1974, Doris Day wins a $22.8 million malpractice suit against her former lawyer. Day, one of the biggest box office draws of the 1950s and 60s, had allowed her third husband, Martin Melcher, to handle her finances. After his death in 1968, she discovered that her $20 million in life savings had disappeared and sued her lawyer for mismanagement. She was not able to recover the full value of the award, however, and settled for $6 million. Day was born in Cincinnati in 1924, though she was a promising dancer as a teenager. A car accident ended her dancing days and turned her towards music instead. She sang and recorded with several bands. In 1948, she was pulled in as the last minute to replace singer-actress Betty Hutton in Romance on the High Seas in 1948, Day's first film. Audiences adored her, and she went on to star in dozens of other films, including April in Paris, 1952, Calamity Jane, 1953, The Man Who Knew Too Much, 1956, and The Pajama Game in 1957. She made her last film in 1968 with With 6, you get egg rolls. After her husband's death, she began working on a television series, The Doris Day Show, from 1968 to 1973, and also appeared in television specials. Day was awarded the Cecil B. DeMille Award for her outstanding contributions to entertainment by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association at the Golden Globe Awards in 1989. And that is your entertainment report for Tuesday, September 18th, 2018. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.